I mean, 300-foot yacht with 30 super hot chicks. It's like, life aspirational stuff. And that was kind of the brand that I was building, was a lifestyle brand. So to me, it was like, man, that made a lot of noise.
So I want to talk to you about Ignite. What led you deciding to start it?
Well, I mean, it's been a very long road of different turns. Initially, I wanted to do a dispensary, and I wanted to have like hot girls work at the dispensary. I wanted it to be like a place, like a destination. And then we shifted from that because it was so difficult to get a deal with a dispensary. Man, we've just like gone all these different directions, but where I've landed is nicotine, alcohol, and energy. I'm so happy to be out of cannabis, to be honest with you. I mean, it's like the way they've let these black market people do it and operate with impunity while people are trying to do this legitimately is just crazy. It's like impossible to compete with that.
Hard decision for you to make?
No, it was really easy. It was a no-brainer. I mean, the nicotine's been crushing it, and like everybody is smoking vapes now. It's like you cannot go to the club. Every girl I know vapes. I mean, it's nuts.
Do you do it?
I did, man. I was like testing my and I got like pretty hooked on it, and I was like smoking. My tendency was to just like keep smoking more and more weed. With the vape, I was able to like, smoke without getting high as a giraffe.
How's the company performed relative to your expectations?
Extremely initially, and then beyond expectations lately. So,
And the difference is what?
We've got a great product, and we've got it to market. Before, like, we had amazing marketing, but we didn't have enough product to market, and we weren't in all the places where I was hitting. Like, I have 80% of my following outside the US. We weren't tapping into that in any way, shape, or form, and now we are. So, I'm running Super Bowl ads for free. My Ignite's got better engagement than Nike does.
What did you make of the negative press you were getting?
I've been getting this negative since, 2014, right? It kind of like comes with the territory.
Yeah, but this was different because you're running a publicly traded company.
We fired Curtis, who was our president, and he basically like went on a negative press campaign.
And what he said was basically you were using the company as your personal piggy bank, and they flagged nearly $1 million of expenses. So this was stuff like yacht rental, London trip, Star Wars set, bed frame, paintball field, vault.
So a lot of the stuff that he named, I actually paid for. So the yacht, that was like branding. We had the goat skull front and center in a 300-foot yacht, and I think the yacht rental was like over $1 million, and I, paid for like, I want to say 600-ish of it. Ignite paid for 400. 300-foot yacht with 30 super hot chicks. It's like, life aspirational stuff. And that was kind of the brand that I was building, was a lifestyle brand. So to me, it was like, man, that made a lot of noise. I think it's one of those things where I think also people don't really understand too much about business, and they look at it like, oh my God, the company lost $50 million in a year. And it's like, well, Uber lost $5 billion in a quarter. You know what I mean? Like, some companies lose money. Most companies lose money when they start. The headlines were like, Dan Bilzerian was faking everything. And it's like, I've been doing this for 10 years. Like, I was famous for being rich like 8 years before Ignite started. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I think like the narrative, the clickbait that they were running was more irritating than anything, just because it was all bullshit. It was like, oh, Dan Bilzerian's fleeing the country. He's bankrupt. There was a decent amount of people that actually believed it, which was kind of, I guess it makes sense. People are, programmed till they see it in the news, and it's like, oh, this must be true.
Did it make you depressed?
I don't know how much of it was like writing the book and that, and being, locked in the house. Writing a book is not a easy thing, and being like in the middle of COVID and having people talk and having the company not do well. It was a tough time, man.
When you're at that point, what are you thinking with regards to the company?
I was thinking, obviously, like, we got to turn this around. Cut the influencer stuff off. We definitely, locked it down about a year ago, with the Nick Vape sales just doing really well. And I'm like, okay, we got a good product. It's picking up traction. This is something we can go global with. It was my audience, people in the like, 18 to 45-year-old range. That's like the heart of vaping. So
long-term goals with it would be what?
I think we probably sell the company in the next couple of years, honestly. I think these big tobacco companies realize the future is vape and they're going to need a brand. And I think they're going to be willing to pay a premium for it.
Do you have a return in your head that you want to get on it before you'd ever consider selling?
$2 billion would be nice, because then I get over $1 billion. And that was one of the milestones that I had. Like, that'd be nice. Sell the company for a couple $1 billion and then go work at Walmart for 3 months. I think that would be kind of cool.
And you'd like that? Why?
It would just, you would just live on whatever it was that you made and just recalibrate to that. And then I think from that point, then you would start to appreciate things more. Like right now I've gotten so numb to everything. So you don't get those pleasure spikes anymore. It's just normal. So I think that would be nice.
5 years from now, we were doing an interview again. Where do you hope to be?
I think at that point, hopefully I've gotten to, over the $1 billion mark, and I'll be focused on doing shit that makes me more happy. And
I was going to say, what does the guy who's living out every high school boy's dream want?
I don't know. I think a decent girlfriend would be nice, like a more serious relationship with somebody that I view as an equal. Spending more time doing shit that I like to do, like surfing and helping people out, traveling. Right now, I want to make Ignite worth as much money as humanly possible, sell it, and then after that, I guess I'll just figure it out,